Okay guys, welcome to day 3 in Lisbon, Portugal. Today I'm going to get on the subway, which is going to take me to a bus station, and we're going to go northwest along the coast. This is going to be an interesting trip for me because I've never done any mass transportation in Portugal. I have no idea what I'm doing, and the language is, I speak a little Spanish, so it kind of gets me around, but Portuguese is definitely a different language. So let's hop on the metro. I'll give you a view of what it's like as I walk in, and we'll see how today goes. Hopefully I get up there. And when we get up there, I'm going to tell you all about the city we're going to. See you in a minute. So anyways, about the subway, the good news is it's very clean, orderly, and you can get around pretty easily on the subway. It goes to a lot of parts of town. Once you figure out what station you want to go to and where to get in, it's not that tough. Now the bad thing is when I went into the station, all the ladies who sit behind the booth were on, I won't say break, they were closed because it was the end of rush hour. I guess they have a lot of stuff to do to close the books after rush hour. So you have to use the machine, and the machines are not very user-friendly. Luckily, I had a French couple help me work through the process, get into English language and work through the process. I finally paid a little cash and got on the subway, and here I am. Now I'm going to go up and get to the bus station. The bus station will take me up to the town we're going to, and I'll tell you more about it once I'm on the bus. Found the bus station. Okay guys, we have just come into a town called NAZARE. For those of you who are surfers or who like to watch big waves, this is the town where the biggest waves in the world have been recorded. On big days, waves can break over 100 feet, maybe, I guess that'd be about 30 meters. Now, I don't know whether the waves are big today or not. I was told by the lady at the bus station that I have quite a walk if I want to get to the beach where the big waves are big. So I'm gonna have to walk way up this hill to the next little town, and then around there is the place where there's some waves. So I was ready for some cold weather. The sun is out. It's really actually starting to get warm. So I'm gonna keep this hat on to guard myself from the sun, and I gotta walk up. You see where this bus is coming from? I gotta walk up that hill and into the next little town. This is all called NAZARE, but you know, it's separated into little centers, little housing centers and areas of shopping. So the beach is right here. It's about a 5-minute walk, but it's not the beach I want to go to. So I'll check in from time to time as I head up this hill, and I will definitely get back on the camera as soon as we get to the beach I'm looking for. Hopefully there'll be some big waves today. I talked to 2 people who were there yesterday, and they said the waves weren't so big, but 2 days ago they were huge. So we'll just see. I've always wanted to come here since I was like in college. I've always heard about this place, and I used to surf, so I love watching big waves. So we'll get there, and hopefully there'll be some waves. Otherwise, it'll be a nice hot walk. Okay, I've been walking about 10 minutes, and I've come to the next little development, which looks like a little tourist area because there's lots of hotels here. And you can see at the end there's a beach where I don't see any waves breaking. So I might have been here on a bad day, or I might be at the wrong place. Okay, so what I'm discovering, it's just a beautiful little town. I'm at the beach right now, and as you can see, this isn't the point break I'm looking for, but there's just a lot of little places to eat, and you can look way up there, that hill, and here's what I have to do. The break actually, and it's not a big breaking day, but the break is, you see that little kind of fort at the edge of that cliff and those big rocks in the ocean? That is where the break is. I want to get over there so I can look and see and just see the point break. So I'm going to go up there. There's two ways to get up there. There's a bus from here that goes all the way around there and it drops you up there, then you have to walk down. Or sometimes that tram's working, but people seem to think it's not working today. So I'm gonna walk down here a little and get a bus and get up there. Okay guys, so as I wait for the bus, it's beginning to drizzle a little, but I remain undaunted. I will be getting up there. So I have to take a bus up there and walk all the way down there to that point. But I've been watching some of these waves crash right off the beach here. Those are massive. They're all beach waves. They just all crash on the beach together. And I want to go down to the beach and look closer, but I'm waiting for the bus, and it's going to come right on this road in a few minutes. I'm on the bus. Okay, we just got dropped off about halfway down the point, and I'm just admiring this beautiful church here. Wow, it looks like hundreds of years old. So up here is a little town, and then I think we're going to go down here. There's a street down here, and I think this should take us down to the point. This is such a cool little town. It looks so old, and it's probably been here for God knows, hundreds and hundreds of years. Portugal is a very old country. I hope I'm going the right way. Let's go over to this wall and get a look at the beach we were just at. And then we're going to continue down there to the point. There's a point down there. Ooh. Man, we're high up. Glad I didn't walk. Whoa. Incredible. I was just right down there. Right down there. You can see the rain coming. Hopefully it's going that way. Now they got a little cove down there, and this is going down south. This is the Atlantic Ocean. If you were going to go that way, you'd be running to the US and Canada. So it's time to walk down the street and go to the point where the biggest waves break. It says NAZARE Big Wave Challenge, Portugal, 2023-24. Now when I surfed, I was good at surfing 3, 4, maybe up to 6 foot waves. These waves are way beyond my wildest imagination. These guys that surf these waves, they're not, I mean, it's an extreme sport and you can get killed very easily. I would never think about catching a wave like the ones that come in here. I don't know how big the waves are going to be today, but this is the place to see the biggest waves in the world when they're pumping. I can hear some crashing down there, so I'm sure the waves are at least decent sized today. There might be some, even might be some surfers out there. Right now, it's starting to rain. Perfect timing, huh? Look at this. Okay, we're at the point. They have this big building here, which I think is kind of a museum. So we're gonna walk in there first, but just look at these waves coming out. They don't look big from up here, but they are big. And at the point, they're probably much bigger. That's where the big surfers go. But before we go to the point, let's go in here and dry up. I'm soaked. It's been raining like crazy the whole walk out here. So let's go in and maybe we can see something interesting in here. I don't know whether they'll let me film, but let's try. So this is like a little museum. You can look at all the boards. Wow, they're long boards. All these boards that people have surfed on the waves here. You can see who they are. And they got a big picture of a big day here. Here's where we are, and look at how big those waves are. So these are big wave pictures. And let's go here. And we can step out here. Man, that's a big board. Okay, it's very crowded in here. Let's go outside. Okay, so we are looking directly across the Atlantic. This is the farthest point out. You can see there's lots of rocks in the water that can be very dangerous if you're surfing. The reason the surf is so big here is because way out there, there's a canyon, underwater canyon, that is as deep as Mount Everest is tall. So it's a massive canyon. It's way out there. And when the waves come across the Atlantic, they hit the beginning of the canyon and there's dip. And then when they hit the top of that canyon, the other side of the canyon, they jump up and you get these massive swells that come up here. It's really a perfect storm. I think this might be the name of the canyon, Canhao Canyon. And inside they might be giving some sort of movie or something about it. We'll look inside. I've heard there's some exhibits inside that talk about why the waves here are so big, but it's basically that reason. So today's a very small day. Usually the waves come in here and they build up, I don't know, somewhere out there, and they come in here on big days. The winter is the big season for big waves, or is the season for big waves. So look how far offshore we are. There's the beach I was at half hour ago. Oh, I see you can go up there too. So maybe we can go up there. On big wave days, this place is packed with people, all watching and photographing the surfers. Okay, let's go in for a while and maybe we can get to the roof. There's a movie of how big the waves can get here. Here's where we are. Another picture of a big day. We're right here a minute ago. Here's a big day. Look at that, guys. This guy's surfing down here. There's a surfer right here. Here's where we are. Here's how the wave jumps up. The swell's coming in, it jumps up and ooh, cool. Out this window, you can see the waves coming in here. We can see better outside. One last picture. There's a guy coming down the wave there. Okay, this is what I was talking about before. See this canyon? Here's where we are. This canyon right here. So the waves come in, hit this canyon, lift up here, and crash right here. And here's where we are right now. Here's where the point is. It's about how the waves work when they hit this canyon. You can read it here, but I'll just show it to you one more time. Imagine the waves come in here. Dip, come up here, and they go right in there. And here's where we are right now. Cool, huh? Let's try to get up on the top. It's kind of cool to know all these boards here have surfed those big waves out there. Some of these boards are like, I mean, I think this one must be 20 footer. I've never seen a surfboard that big. I've heard most of the big wave surfers now are from Latin America, mostly South America, off Brazil. So a lot of these names here are Latin, I see. So I guess they're kind of dominating the field now, really big waves. Let's go to try to get up on the roof so we can see all around and you can see where the waves come in. Let's go up here. Wow, this is some old building. Look at all these rocks. Huh, it's like all coral. Here's where we were before. Thank God the rain stopped. On big wave days, this is the place to be. It's very hard to get a position up here. Okay, there's almost always waves here, but today is a relatively small day. Although when I was a surfer, I would have considered this a big day. I'm so glad to be here. It's my high school dream to come here, and I finally did it. Just a few years later. I'm only 29, right? Looking back up the road we just walked in on. Gotta hold on to my hat and not blow away. It's kind of windy and cold up here, but I'm glad the rain has stopped. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. Even if I never surfed, I always love watching big, beautiful waves. So let's head down to the beach. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed NAZARE. For me, I'm so glad I came. I hope some of the joy I have being here spills over to you. I'm gonna get on the bus and head back. Okay, signing out from NAZARE.